Hi everybody, this is Phillip Guan, CPA. Welcome to the classes number 3. And this is Phillip Guan CPA teach you how to do a tax return. So it is a very fun process. So I want to show you where you can find my old classes. It's in the YouTube. You just search Phillip Guan CPA. It pops. Okay. So this is the number 1 classes. And then I also have the number 2 classes uploaded. So each and every day. So I want you guys to take an opportunity besides listen to me. You also go to watch the video. The best is also you also install the software. So you can use one computer to do a practice and the other computer watching the video. If you need it, you can go back and forward. By doing this way, I'm like next to you to talk to you how to do the things. So the first, you watch me how I does it and you do side by side. The second time, you may try not watching my classes, and then you just do the yourself, and then it's really need help, and you go to the places to looking for it. By doing this way, to be the places that you can do it all by yourself without looking my video, and that is what you want to achieve. All right. So I want to show you the classes what we taught yesterday and the day before, and I am going to show you the first classes we taught is this. I'm going to very quickly review. The first one that shows you head of household, W2 income. Head of household means dad or mom with a kid without a spouse. So, and here also I want to see this is kid. And then when you have a kid, you have a child care expenses. The child care expenses need to input in 2 places. In the kids screen number 2, as well as in 2441. And you have an earned income credit. The W2 standard. And that is, you also need to finish the due diligence questions. So now, yesterday, we taught the classes, class number 2. And is a single taxpayer, not married, and no kids, 1 W2. There's interest income, the dividend income, and there's also sold stock. So all the personal information we double check with green check mark. the W-2 as well as interest income, dividend income, and also sold or stock. And this one, I make some changes in here. The original example is not this much. I believe it was gain of 1,500, something like that. Okay. So what I change it at the end is there's a carryover, a huge carryover, the loss carryover, 97,000 from the last year, so that they can offset this income. You net off negative 24,000, so you can use up to 3,000 in the year of 2023, like here. So here's my question to you regarding about yesterday. So if this is the end result in Schedule D, and page 2, line 16, like here, is negative 24 in the 2023 tax return. When you file 2024 tax return in the earlier 2025, how much is the carryover? Who knows the answer? You can unmute yourself, you tell me. Is it 24,000 or 24,000 minus 3,000? The answer is 24,000 minus 3,000, which is 21,000. So the carryover to the next year tax return will be 21,000. When you input the carryover, if this is your new client, let's say the client that gave it to you to see last year tax return is this. What you are going to input, even though it's the negative carryover, but the input, the carryover, stay as a positive number, like here. So this is from the last year in here. But if you would like to go to do next year, so what you actually do is the 24,000 minus 3,000, which equal to 21,000. So if this is a new client, they give you a Schedule D, page 2, slide 16, is negative 24,000. You need to be in a carryover screen minus 3,000. Put in a positive number. Okay. So this will be have other classes talk about it. Today I just give you as a bonus. Now I am going to show you the new classes that we are going to talk today. Okay. This is number 3. The number 3 classes, we are going to continue to learn W-2 income. We're going to continue learn earned income credit. We also child tax credit and the due diligence and child care. It looks like this is all, we know all of them in the class 1. I think it's important. They want to make you learn it. So now, Victoria, do you mind to read this? Victoria, can you hear me?
Sorry, I forgot to unmute myself.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay, the words are a little small. Brissette and Great Hunt are married and live together out of the 2023 in Marietta, Georgia. Oh, thank you. The couple has two small children. Neither Brissette or Gray is a non-resident alien or could be the qualifying child of another person.
Okay, Victoria, let's stop in here a little moment. So this one, there's two kids and they're married. They live together. So, and then those two, okay, so, and then they have driver license, all kind of information. We don't need to read it out loud. It's all in there. Okay. So now let's go here. So we start with the taxpayer information first. This is the taxpayer information. So we copy, and in the PDF, you actually can copy. You copy in this, you go to this. Now you go to this screen, open, and paste. Well, it shows up because in the 2022 trade tax software, they use the same name and the same ID. That's why I have it. Now I update it. So you're going to save a lot of tax, a lot of time. If I uncheck everything, so you got nothing to carry over, which is not cool. So in here, so I am going to do is want to do it side by side. Now I move this one, go to the next one first, and then there's a plus sign, a little bit on the right side of the plus sign. You point it and hold it. There's a half pages, let go. And then you get this. This is a pretty cool skill. Now, number one, as Victoria just read through it, and we know they're married. That in here you can kind of like get the percentage smaller, so that way you can kind of like fit it in the pages. Let me see if I. Oh no, then I have to move here and there like that, like this. Okay, so they are married and live together. I highlight. Let me highlight this one on the left side. That's what we're working on it on the right side. So the first thing first, we are first time to learn this is called number 2, married file joining. In fact, most of the married couple, they use married file joining. Okay. They are legal to use married file separately, but if you original married file joining and then do married file separate and then go back to married joining, the law requires you to go back to make the past 3 years amended. So now let's choose this number 2. This is the taxpayers social. As you remember, I just say it, taxpayers, not necessarily husband or wife. It's the client decided who go first. So you just respect their decisions. So in here, let me ask this, Victoria, all the tax information in here, all the taxpayer information, is it correct? It's a tricky question. Now I'm highlighted as we talk about.
Okay.
Victoria.
Yeah. Okay. It looks okay.
Is it good? How about spouse?
I can see your screen. You have to move a little bit.
Yeah,
okay.
Let me move like this. I think the age is also changes. 01/01/1981. Now, you are either check. Now, is it this age? This birthday matters? It matters. When you log in the IRS account, they match with your social also and birthday and the name and the address. So this matters. Okay. So
Okay.
and then what else we have? Address. Address, I think in this one, GA, yeah, we haven't changed anything. We haven't changed it to some of the practice. I want to teach the state of California. So I changed it back to state of California, but in this situation, still the same. So we are pretty good on the top part of the number one. Now, let me see. Is there any information regarding about do they have foreign account or something like that? No, in here. In here. Now, Victoria, could you read this out loud? Can you see it? Or do I need to enlarge a little bit for you?
Enlarge a little bit.
Yeah, sure. Not a problem. Okay.
During 2023, Brezet Hung was employed full-time as a detective. He received Form W-2, parenthesis attached, from his employer. Greyhound worked full-time as a middle school teacher and received Form W-2. They had no interest in or authority over any foreign accounts and did not use virtual currency.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. Now, in here, let's answer those two. Let's take care of those last thing first. No for two things, which is in. Now, I get this one back here first. Easier, right? Okay, it's a little bit more in here so that we, because the JTech software gets sometimes a little bit more than half pages to be in a very comfortable view. Let me see if I can. So now down here, there's two questions, no and no. So we answer those no first. Okay, it down here. Those all one are my company informations, so we don't need to. Now in here, because the Fed in last year they owe no tax for both federal and California. If not, if they're your new client, you need to copy their 2022 total tax for federal and total tax for state of California to put in here to do the estimate for the penalty for estimate for 2023. It matters. So in this situation, there is no. So and then there's one more question is there healthcare. Let me see. Here the last sentence. There's no 1099A. Can you see it like that? Entire year. They have it. They have all insurance for entire year. Okay. Now in here, so all I need to do is in here, get this little box, say yes, I have health insurance. There's no need to do any other thing like the tab in the middle, healthcare. If they do provide a 1095A, and you have to fill out all this. This example say they don't have it. Okay. So we just not input this information or assume they don't have it. Oh, sorry, I hit the close. So this is fine. So let's go back to when by mistake you hit it, you have to let it go and then it go back. Okay, so let's do the first thing first. So the number 1 we're done. And then we go to number 2. We have 2 kids. 2 kids in here. Right here. Oh, they actually changed the name of the kid, isn't it? Hold on, let me see. Let me see the 2 kid information. Oh no, I did not. No, it's right here. The kid information is right here. It's all in here. They changed the year, 1 year. Now, the kids' dependence information is not only like this. There are more input to get into it. So I need to double click. It's not finished yet. Okay. There is a number in here, child care. Do you see the child care right here? You see the child care at the end? So now, the first kid is 4,500 per month for 12 months. You double click in here, double click 1 time. Okay, and then like here, you have to double click. Oh, I hit it by mistake. I want to double click. I want to get the number into it. It's fine. So I want to get this one. Double click here. So, and then get into this screen, you can do a calculator inside the software. From the outside level, you cannot do it. Right click to do this calculator. So you have to go to this level. And then you do 4,5 times 12. And then hit enter. And this is the first kid's whole year. Now, as you are in here, you double click this and you copy this number, and then there's a 2441 next to it. Do you see it? 24. So you double click in this, and we want to see if they call Sunny Daycare. Change a little bit. And then we put the amount. This one. Okay. And then you also, they actually change quite a bit in here, right? Now, the taxpayer does sometimes change the daycare places year by year. So therefore, you need to make sure you put in the right places. And then you put the zip code. Let's double check the EIN number. No, actually it's wrong. 400004141. That's the EIN. So now, you also this phone number in Georgia. So we also say no in here. So this is the first kit. The second kit, in fact, as you can see, the second kid is also going to the same school. Do you see that? Do you see that? Now, do I need to put the same school in here one more time? You don't have to. You can do this. You can shortcut because it's just a double of everything in here. So now in here, you know this is for one kid, right? For one kid, go to that school. So this is how much you pay for this daycare center. Double click. This is for the first kid. If you want to write down PERIERHOUND. And the other one, PACHS. How come? Is it? PACHSHUND. What's the last name? It doesn't look right, or maybe is it? No. Anyway, let's assume they're the same last name. Okay. Or there may be something around here. They should be a same last name. But nevertheless, those are not showing up. So in here, we finished the 2441 for 2 kids. They have the total of this. Now, I go back. This is 1 kid. And then I go to the next kid. The next kid is this one. We assume this is the first name, and then we put the last name in here. The social is correct. The birthday is correct. Okay. So now in here, you also need to put 5400. Now, in this example, they happen to be the same. Not all the family, all the kids go to the same thing. So you have to put in, this is by each kid in that year. And the other one is in the whole year for the daycare center, how much? So now, when we go to view, let me just view the daycare portion of it. Okay. So that like you are easier. I mean, for your doing tax return, you probably don't go like this. But when you're learning, you probably do it like what I'm doing right now. Let's say this is a kid, it's 2 kids. And then the daycare is in here. Oh, because I haven't input the W-2 yet. So therefore, at this moment, the 2441 is not showing up yet. We're going to do it a little later. Okay. So let's put in the W-2 first. W-2. Okay. The first W-2 is the spouse, actually, for this example, right? Yeah, you can see. So the second one is the taxpayer. So you have to be careful. They trick you, yeah, because it is the spouse. So therefore, when you go here, spouse, the middle school. So this is the first W-2 on your left side, or this. And then the EIN number, I believe they changed a little bit. Yeah, they changed a little bit. Now, this is box 1 of W-2. Box 2. in this example, box 3 is the same as I am making a mistake in box 1 now. What mistake I make? This is a mistake, very common mistake. I missed 1 0. How can I catch my mistake? Because I go to number 3, they're supposed to be equal to number 1, right? So now in here, you actually don't have to close and open the other, so you can do page up or page down. You go to next, either page up or page down, depends on whatever the original who go first. In this situation, I go page up, I find the husbands. So I'm going to highlight the husbands. When you do it, you can do the same thing. So now, the EIN number is correct. Box 2. Okay. So we finished all 2 W2. What else we have? Let me see. Due diligence. Well, this looks like quite a bit simple. Now, before we do due diligence, I want to show you how to check the W2. So that way, when you finish it, then somebody asks you, is it correct? Is it? Yeah, it is correct. I check it. Now here the W2, the first W2 belong to the husband right now. The first one. No, it's the second one on the left. So now we check EIN number. This number must be correct. They're matching the IRS E5 system and the W2 system. Client information. Okay. Second is this. Watch out, this one is 3 6 order 0 and this 6 3 order 0. They're not the same. Each and every company, the EIN is unique, like the social is unique for each person. The EIN is unique for each company. Now, W2 is correct. This is correct. The kit information is correct. Now 2441 should show up. Now 2441 show up. Now, the first one that I showed up for daycare, Sunny Daycare, they listed 2 of this. It is. Now, in both W2, they don't have daycare provided from the P-tax. If they do have it, they will be in box 10. Both W2 do not have a daycare from the P-tax. It's a good deal, actually. If your company have the daycare benefit, you should put it that way. It's a P-tax. So in this situation, they get $1,260 as a credit against their tax. Look, right now, without due diligence, we have not finished the due diligence yet. And when we use a standard deduction, we go to this taxable income, we go to this is tax, and this is child tax credit, and this is child care tax credit. Hey, child tax credit and child care tax credit is two different deals. Okay. So as you can see at this moment, there's zero tax. This is W2 withholding, this additional child tax credit. They don't have earned income credit at this moment and anything. So now, what we also need to learn is the due diligence. What it is due diligence? The law requires taxpayer to do this tax return according to the law required and answer those questions accordingly. Okay. Victoria, first question, should I say yes or no?
Okay, the word is very small, so I actually cannot see.
Oh,
Let me
you cannot see
try.
it? I enlarge it. Okay.
Did you complete the return based on the information? Yes. The answer is yes.
Okay, how about the second one? No, the second one, which is the number 3. So there's no number 2. Tell me the answer is yes or no.
Yes.
Number 4, the
No.
answer is no. Do I need to do 4A, 4B if you know?
No.
Okay, skip. Number 5, the answer is
Yes.
good job. Number 6,
Yes.
good. Number 7,
Yes.
always yes. So since it's yes, so we are skip number 7A. So do they have self-employed? And this is client? They don't. They do not.
No.
So it's not applied. Okay, so not applied. They don't even have one. Okay, so now, do they have earned income credit or not? Well, if you're not sure, you check the first one first. Okay, you check this, and then later, this software we're gonna give you a measure. You say they are qualified for earned income credit or not. Okay. So
Okay.
so we are talking about 9A, 9B, we just answer. And let's say 9ABC, we say yes all the way now, for now. Okay, and then I will go back to see whether or not I will show you where you can see it. Okay, now number 14 is a tricky question. Is it yes or no? Head of household.
Yes.
Well, it's not a head of household.
Oh,
So,
no. Yeah, no. I mean, no.
Yeah. Okay. So in fact, because you don't have to answer this question. Only if they had a household, you answer these questions. Okay. Okay. So now the number 15 must answer. If you answer number 15 as a no, you're not going to get any credit. So this one must be a yes question in order for you to have a gut to do this tax return, in order for you to do that. So, okay, a lot of people forget this. Now, the next 5 questions. The first one, answer is yes or no. Victoria? Number 2?
No.
And how about number 3? The answer for them, they say live in the US for a whole year, right? Do you remember that? Yeah. And have that manual like here. In order to answer that question, do you remember that? Live together in US for what? For the whole year. Like here. So they have a home in the US. Yes. How about this? Yeah. That same question answers. So the question say no for this one. So it's a pretty cool normally answer in here. Yes, yes, no, skip, yes, 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 skip, not apply. Now we put in yes for ABC, and then no or unchecked. You can uncheck or no, or you can uncheck or no, okay? Because there's no head of household. The 15 is yes, no, no, yes, yes, no. Now, as we finish this, then I put in today's day, and I put the code of my company. Now, the ID is in here. I think all the ID they put it in 2015, something like that. The number, and then the other one is okay. I think they choose the issue there and inspire the same. Okay. What else do we need to do? I think that's pretty much we finished. Today's class is pretty simple. Now, in here, oh, because the social was changes, and I can now go to here message. Those error messages, it tells you you forget to answer some questions. Now, as you can see in here, 250 penalty by the IRS per question you skip. Now, the dependent portion in J Tax Software 2022 and 2023 have more. There are 2 tabs right here. We did not answer those questions. Now, it's either true. Yes. This one is not applied because they are kids, right? They are their own kids. No. We don't need to answer those questions on between. Only is in no, and then we need to answer those questions. Oh, sorry, Nito. So this one, could another person follow the current? We say no, and then we don't need to answer. If they say yes, we have to answer those questions. We always have medical record, and so this is the first kit. We close this one. You remember we get 2 kits. We have to answer the same thing. Maybe here, go to here. Now I'm going to ask return to give me answer. I just check it. This one, it is same as the last kit. first question I highlighted, is it yes or no? Victoria, do you want to answer this
Yes.
question? These questions?
Yes.
It's the same as no. It's the same as this kid. I review this one. The first kid. Okay. In the second tab, we just finished.
Mm-hmm.
It's yes, yes, not apply, no, skip, and then
Yes, yes, yes.
yes, yes, and then choose whatever apply. So let's do the second one. In this tab, we come here a little bit. First one, yes or no?
Mm-hmm.
No, I want give me answer.
Yes.
Okay, second one.
Yes.
Third one.
Not applicable. I don't know.
Okay.
Number one is not applicable. Yeah.
No, the first and
Oh,
second.
yes, yes. That's answer is yes.
Yeah, first and then,
okay.
the highlight one should be not applicable. Okay, and then
Okay.
we don't need to answer those two questions. This question we don't need to answer as well. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, no, but this question should be a no.
No.
Okay, we skip this question. And how about number 10?
Yes.
Number 11.
Yes. Yes.
With good text prepare, we always explain. All right.
True.
Okay, that's good. So we're good. Now, after we answer those questions, we don't do any other changes. All those error messages, a lot of those error messages, not all, a lot of those error messages is going to go away. This one just say text software is not good. See, a lot of them gone. Okay. Now, this one is not the big problem because when you choose to let the software, let the client knows, and then we have to choose those. Now, what this one means is, in the previous year, they probably changed the social, and then as I go, I had to change the social. So I have to know what was the original social was created. Because right now I cannot change it because they will ask me what's the original and then change it to this one. But when you do the real client, let's say you by mistake, you type the long social into and create a, and then you have to reuse the tool and then change the tax returns social. There's a function you can do that. Okay, now cannot have the same as the text here. Oh, the childcare provider. Now, this one must be long. We said now. What they say is this EIN number is long. This happened to be we copy either the husband or wife or two kids social. Or they happen to, when they change around year by year, the exam, this was the now let me see. Yeah, can you see? This is the dependent number one social. Do you see it? Now, we are inputting the provider. So the provider is this. Sometimes it's just copy and paste word, sometimes doesn't. But it's the 4-1 in the end, 1-1-1-1. Okay. Now we should work. The error message is go away. The other error message is in here. This one, this tax software can give the opportunity when their tax return accepted by the IRS, they will receive the tax message. Now, we saw it was by about 3 to 4 error messages. Right now, 2 of them should be go away. Now, this one I cannot change it right now because I do not know the original. Let me see if I put the so long in here. Not that mistake was not created in this year. It probably the year before when the trade tax software create, it changed it along the way. Oh, in fact, I make a mistake. You see, it's 400006003. I put 401. Do you see it? Right here. Right here. See, look. We should double check it. And then you can see this is not the same. So I need to go back to here. So what I need to do is this is 401 006003. Now, if you change it like this, they may not be right in a way, unless that was the original created, and that error message will go away. Yeah, actually, it's go away. Now, that's right. So when you finish the input, you need to double check every single letter and every single numbers. Include the kids as well. Okay. Now, you see all of a sudden, line 27, there's an earned income credit. Originally, before we fill out the due diligence question, line 27, there's no number there. So all of a sudden, do you see that? So now, it's very important that answer all these questions. Now, this one is not in red colors. It shows you there's an earned income credit. So now, in here, this is a friendly reminder, not in red color, not in the red on the right side, on the left side. So what they say is like here. This kid is going to daycare. So we don't need to answer 2 in here. If they're not their own kid, you need to answer those questions. If they're their own kid, we don't need to. And then we just do this. Or daycare. Daycare provide plan. So we don't need to answer the other questions. So this for one kid, the other kid, second one, they're the same, they're similar. If it's college or high school or middle school, they use their school names in there. We finish this. That error message is going to go away. Any question would like to ask me? For today's classes only. So what for anything? So those are friendly required. So we already did. Okay, we're good. So any questions for me?
I have questions.
Sure.
If the W2, the 10 benefits, if the month more than the calculate the for 2441,
Could you repeat your question again?
yeah, just the 2441 the month,
Yeah.
and this is then the W2 10.
Okay. W2 in box 10. Okay.
If you have the benefits, the calcare benefits.
Okay.
So what we can see the form.
Okay. Let's say. So her question is asking if in the W2, let's say they have 5,000, for example, daycare benefit. Okay. If there is, what do you now we input it in W2? Do we need to do more? Okay. Let me show you. That is coming out from the paycheck. It's a payroll, P-tax. So let me show you in the W2 what it looks like this. This is not inside this example, but this is a good question. I add this one on. So now, as you can in 2441, they already grabbed that 5,000. Do you see it? You see it like that? They take 5,000.
So this is income.
No, not an income. That's
No,
not
you have to pay tax, right?
it's a P-tax. Yeah, it's not an income. It's a good thing for you to do it. If you have this kind of if your company offer a daycare is expensive benefit, you should take it. You should take it because this 5,000 will not become your income in there. Okay, that will not become an income. In fact, in the reality, your W2 will changes. Your box 1 will $5,000 less. Will be like this. And then in here, this will changes like that. So it's a good deal. Do you understand why your income are less already? When you receive the W-2 in the box, number one is less already. So your W-2 will be like this. This
They will,
what that really means is this $5,000 that you don't need to pay tax onto it in your 1040. You can straight up to use those money to pay for the child care tax credit. The child care is a good deal.
if is the month is more than, so the 2441, so the for
That will be expenses. That will be so that in this client, because their child care is so there is a limit. You cannot just like unlimited put in a lot of money in there to get it. It's for this number 10. So in this one, the daycare by itself is quite a bit large. It's 10,000 something.
yeah, they're more than the W2s.
Yeah. So, but if you say, for example,
Yeah, you put us more than 5,000.
let's say, for example, if they put this much into it, for example, let's say the law allowance, let's say they put this much into it, okay? But what this one means is, this 11,000, the law does not allow you to put that much, but assuming does allow it, and then your situation, you have more in your situation, the money you only put in this much, right? So the $200 will become $200 will become an income.
Yes, will be paid tax, right?
Yes, yeah, but the 10,800 does not pay tax. That's a good deal. So you don't lose it, because if you don't put this into here, you need to pay tax anyway. You're not double taxes.
Yes.
So when you put the money in there over your child expenses, you do not pay the tax twice, because it was your original supposed to pay tax, and you put it in the daycare expenses, you do not need to pay tax. Right now, you don't use them all, whatever left, go back to pay tax, just like that.
Okay. Another question is, if the client, they have the W2 have 10 have the benefits, like an example is 2,000, but they don't have like don't have 2441 form. What we can do?
What do you think?
Last time, yeah, I did.
Let take the guess, and I tell you. Let's say your question is like this: there's no child, there no expenses, no nothing, and they put the money out there. I zero out everything. Now guess the answer, and I told you. You guess now. What's gonna happen?
I put another 2441 form.
No,
it's not right.
Now they will be add on your W2, add on your income. Will be add on your income 2,000.
Oh.
Do you see it? 1E right here.
Okay. But it still can go through, the tax return can be go through, right?
Of course. So you won't lose it, because if you don't put this 2,000 in this dependent benefit, this one would have been become 38,500 anyway. So therefore, you won't lose it. Okay. So in before 2022, it will add on line 1A. Right now, they create this additional separate 1E in here for year of 2023. They used to be just add on here. And then there's a number on this dot line, 2000. Okay, right now, they make it very simple and easy.
Yes.
Okay, good questions. Okay. So,
For the 2020, 21 or 22, for the childcare, if the W210 more than 2441, they can waive, right, the 1 years.
say one more time.
If the question is, the one is W210 have the benefits, the months more than 2441s, the 1 year is 2021 or 22, they or 21 or 20, they waive for tax, right? Don't need to pay tax, right?
Okay, now, right now, I'm doing a training for 2023 for the coming tax season. So far, do not have this law. So we are not, because the training, we are in recording, we are going to upload in the YouTube. So we are not, so this is not the, everybody need to, so in this situation, let's go back to here. Okay, let's go back to here. Thanks for your questions. For year 2023, so far, I do not know there's such a law. Okay, so we follow the current law up to this moment. So if there is a child care in here, and then no W2 benefit, that's what the example in here. Okay, if there's a W2 box 10, there is dependent benefit. If it's more than the total child care, and then it will be in line 1E. Okay, it's less than, you can use them all, so you don't.
Yes.
So you don't. But the 2441, you're gonna minus that, because the 2441 figure out what is your net of your out pocket outside, other than the W2 withholding. Otherwise, you get double benefit, right? Because that amount, you get it out from the paycheck, you're already free of taxes. So therefore, they will. So for example, in this example, is 10,800. So if you have a 5,000, they will be minus 5,000, and then they figure out a credit for you. Okay.
Okay, got you. Thank you.
Okay, very good. So, for now, I would like to finish these questions, these classes to now. So then for today, we have a family of 4 people, husband and wife. Husband and wife each have W2 income. They also have 2 kids. Both kids go to the same daycare center. So what we learn is we do use verify jointly with the 2 kids. We need to answer due diligence question inside the number 2 input. The dependent, inside of this, there's 2 tabs. There's a second tab on here. We need to answer each and every one of them. And you can come here, you can page down to go to the next one, next kid. Then we also need to be answer due diligence questions in here. So by doing so, the software will figure out whether or not they qualify earned income credit as well as child tax credit. So in fact, this couple, at the end of the day, they don't need to pay any income tax, because the original income tax liability will be offset by some child tax credit. Whatever, see, as you can see, line 24 is 0. And whatever they withholding, they get it back. There's a child tax credit, there's an earned income credit. So at the end, they get 11,651. Let's double check the example, see whether or not we do it right. Okay. in here, there's an example. Oh, in fact, the kid's name is like that, the first name and then okay. Oh, I changed the W2. I need to change the W2 back because I changed it for the example. Oh, yeah, we don't have this anymore. Oh, child tax credit. Because I override that number when I talk about the examples. I need to go back to change the kid in here. So we match. Ooh, good job, everybody. We match everything, right? Okay. So with that, I would like to say thank you for you participating in class number 3. So we're gonna do number 4 tomorrow. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.